welcome to another episode of Main Street Mower. This video is very special to me. It's near and dear to my heart because, you know, there's a lot of haters out there. I love your comments, and this video goes out to you, to all the haters out there. So you guys have been commenting, I shouldn't have compared the Titan versus the ZT Elite. I should have compared the Timecutter versus the ZT Elite. Though I disagree with you because the Titan is in the same class, but the Titan I had chosen had the MyRide system, which obviously made it feel nicer. The Timecutter, if you look at them, is obviously smaller. It's a smaller machine. It's in a different class. It's a smaller class. There's a Bad Boy that equivalent, but I wanted to compare the Timecutter versus the ZT Elite behind me. We are at Main Street Mowers test facility here in Winter Garden, Florida, and this is the nastiest, gnarliest cattle grass around. I'm telling you, this stuff is disgusting. If left to its own devices, this stuff grows about chest high. It's rough, like sawgrass. It is brutal to cut. I mean, it does not cut, it rips, and it is wraps around everything. This will be a great test. I wouldn't normally suggest you bring any mower out here. This should be mowed with a tractor. If you look over here, you can see how big it can get. This is how tall this stuff gets, and it actually gets even taller than this. It's up in this tree, and it's growing up that tree. This is gnarly, gnarly stuff. And this is just its baby form. But it's brutal. Even on commercial mowers, this field is bad. I don't expect either of these mowers to cut perfectly clean on the first pass on this stuff. It's unrealistic. But we're gonna ride them around in here. We're gonna mow. We're gonna get the feel for it and just see what is more comfortable, if it feels abusive in this kind of environment. And then I'm just gonna ram them into this pile of stuff and see how they hold up. Maybe we'll break a belt today. That'd be kind of cool. I never broke a belt on purpose, but maybe let's try.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Guys, stay tuned, check it out. We're gonna get some mowing done, and I'm gonna give you my review of the Timecutter 50-inch with a Kawasaki versus the ZT Elite 60 with a Kohler. Check it out, come on. Saw that. They both cut it. They both did a pretty good job. I think the Bad Boy actually cut really nice. I still do not like this machine. It's very loud. I do not like the way it feels when I drive it, but it cut it fine. And if you're a Bad Boy lover, then like I said before, keep on rocking on, brother. But this Timecutter is a smaller machine, less money, and it did the same job, and it felt better doing it, and it felt more comfortable doing it. And it felt like just as abusive, if not, it felt like it could handle it all day. I mean, just like this could, I'm sure. So did the Timecutter. So that's interesting. And all the things I said in my prior video, link below, comparing this to the Titan, are all still true. I think the Toro feels better. I feel like the Toro would be more comfortable to mow longer. Even though it doesn't have the MyRide seat, it's a standard seat. This, for some reason, I don't know if it's the positioning, the way you're riding it, I don't even know if it's the tires, but it feels like you're gonna get broncoed out of here.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here.
So the next thing we're gonna do is terrible, and forgive me, Bad Boy owners, and forgive me, future Toro owners. I'm gonna drive this mower straight into that giant pile of nasty sawgrass.
Woo! Y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
We're gonna see what it does. And then I'm gonna do the same thing to the Timecutter. This is not what these mowers are made for, at all. And if it survives, great. If it breaks, that is pretty much what I expect will happen. I'm actually gonna go slow. I'm gonna see if I can actually make it cut it. I'm just gonna go nice and easy and just ease into it. Timecutter and do the same darn thing. Shove it in this giant pile of crazy grass. See how it does. I'm gonna go nice and slow, see if it can make it process it. Short, skinny of the whole deal, right? Is both these mowers make tall grass short. You got to find a dealership that supports you well. You got to buy a product that you believe in, that you appreciate the brand, what they stand for. And that, for me, that is Toro. I've told you, I am biased. I'll say it again, I'm biased. I love Toro. I think they're fantastic. I love the way they support their dealerships. I love the way they support their customers. The Bad Boy in the test today did good. You know, this is a stupid test, diving into a giant pile of stuff, but neither of them shut off. Both of them drove. The Toro side did have some bigger logs underground, literally giant bumps. And, you know, maybe slightly bigger tires could have got me over those a little better. So that's, you know, a nod to Bad Boy on that one. But it is a bigger machine. If you had the Titan, it probably wouldn't have been an issue. But the Toro cut the grass, and it actually felt like it was cutting the grass better in that nasty stuff. And I like the way the Toro feels. It just sounds better. It sounds well sorted. When you're mowing with it, it doesn't sound like it's gonna fall apart. The Bad Boy cuts grass. It does a good job, but it's loud. And I don't know why, but it does. And it does make tall grass short. It cuts grass, it's fine. And Bad Boy people, like I said, keep on being Bad Boy, but maybe one day try, I feel like, a better sorted, better engineered machine. This mower is smaller, lighter, and it still does the same job, and it does a really good job, and it's comfortable to ride.
It's like you're floating on air.
And I prefer the way the steering feels. I prefer the way the deck sounds. And when I see these come into my shop, the Toro is really easy to work on and doesn't need much ever. I've never had a hydraulic fail on them, so I don't care about the debate. I wish it had 3200s or 3100s instead of 2800s, 2200s. I've never seen a Timecutter transmission fail, ever, never. And I've seen landscapers use them for 10 years, every day for like 10 yards a day. And so transmissions do wear out on commercial machines, and I've seen it happen many, many, many times on commercial machines. But on residential mowers, you're not using it enough to wear it out. It doesn't matter if it's a 22 or 28 or 31, you're just not gonna use it enough. It just has to be powerful enough to haul your big butt around and get through the grass. That's pretty much it. I think Bad Boy does a good job of putting beefy parts on some of their stuff, makes it sound really heavy duty and strong, and that's cool. Good for them. I like the way Toros feel. They feel, the actual mowing feels so much better. If it's gonna be part of my life, I want to ride a Toro, not a Bad Boy. And we know it's easy to fix, they're easy to work on. We can change spindles on them, lickety split. All the bearings are done right. All this belts is just easy to put on. It's just a nice, easy, well-sorted machine. And I would stick with Toro. If I had to choose between a ZT Elite and a Toro Timecutter, which is a lower class for all you haters out there, I would still pick a Toro Timecutter in your face.
Woo! Y'all gonna make me lose my mind.